Today's class is all about when we have so much energy, what do we do with it, and calming that energy down so that we can be more grounded, relaxed, and not have like our heart racing and all of those wonky emotions that we sometimes feel when we have a lot of energy moving through our body. So grab either your blankets, your towels. If you were able to get a yoga mat, grab that. And I'm going to slide back to my mat and meet you over there. Having a seat however you like. If you have your blanket or towel, sometimes it feels nice to sit on that. It's like an extra little cushion. And we'll start by taking 3 breaths. Starting to relax yourself, bringing yourself into your space, wherever you're practicing at, right? If you're in your bedroom, maybe somewhere else at home. Just being physically present in that space. And then taking some easy breaths that help to bring you more present in your body. And we'll go ahead and get any early jitters out by just gently shaking your hands, shaking your wrist, shaking your fist. We are on our cell phones, our computers, our laptops, tablets, all that good stuff all day. So just shaking at our wrists, nice easy movement. Go ahead and spread your fingers out really wide. Give me some spirit fingers. Make gentle fists with your hands, curling your fingers under, and gently make some wrist rolls, clockwise, counterclockwise. Hello, is that Kayla? Hi, Kayla. Gently rolling out your wrists, and then bring your palms down to your lap. Easily take some neck rolls, left and right, side to side. And you can roll your head around clockwise, counterclockwise. There's never any right or wrong with how we do any of these movements. It's all about how do they feel in your body. Bring your head back to center. Take some nice big shoulder rolls backwards. So we never want to feel any sharp pain, any pinching. You might feel some stretches because we might be stretching some stuff that you don't normally get to stretch, or moving in different ways that you don't normally move. Roll one shoulder back and then the other. So stretching sensation is good, but you don't want to feel anything that's like, oh, it's so tight, I can't breathe through that, I can't move through that. You've probably stretched too much, and we don't want to hurt ourselves. Go ahead and relax your arms down by your sides. Take a nice big inhale, lifting your arms up high towards the ceiling. And twist to one side and turn to look over your shoulder. Hands reach up, stretch up back to the ceiling. Twist to your other side. And we'll do that a couple more times, twisting back to that first side. And maybe twist and turn a bit deeper. Inhale, come back to center, twist towards your other side. And then as you come back to center, exhale, fold forward over your shins. And then walk your hands back to your shins. So lift yourself up, hands back behind you. Give your feet a little tap onto the floor. Get some fresh blood flowing to your feet. And then let your knees fall left and right, side to side. Start adding some fresh blood to the hips. And then go back to your seated cross leg, this time bringing your opposite shin in front. Stretch your arms out really wide, maybe even pulling your arms and your hands back behind you so you feel your shoulder blades connect behind your back and really feel your chest open out wide. And then cross your right arm over your left, give yourself a big hug. It might feel good to rock back left and right, side to side. Arms stretch out nice and wide, crossing opposite arm, left arm over right. Keep that rocking motion going. Almost like hugging an old friend, hugging grandma and grandpa. Give a little shake. Arms stretch out nice and wide. Take your arms all the way up high towards the ceiling. And then twist and fold over right knee. Give right knee a hug. Inhale, come back up to the ceiling. Twist towards opposite side, towards left knee. Reach down, give left knee a hug. Inhale, bring everything back to center. Exhale, fold forward over your shins. And then walk your hands back to your shins to lift yourself up. Hands back behind you, uncross the leg, give your feet a little tap. Let your knees fall left and right, side to side, giving the hips a little break. And then we are going to roll onto our hands and knees. So if you have your blanket or your towel, your second blanket or towel, go ahead and put that long ways. You basically want to make sure that both knees stay on your blanket or your towel. Give your feet a little tap. Keep getting that extra energy all the way out through the toes. Press into your palms. You're going to lift your head, neck, and chest up high towards the ceiling. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, drop your head down. Bring your chin into your chest. And turn your tailbone down towards the floor. So you round your whole back. Inhale, head, neck, and chest. Lift up high towards the ceiling. For Basset, our cat-cow pose. Exhale, round the back. Pushing away the earth. One more time like that. Inhale, lift up, raise up. So you feel a little dip in your low back. You feel the stretch in your back. And then tuck your chin in, round your shoulders, dip your tailbone down. From here, send your hips all the way back to your heels for child's pose. Press into your palms, tuck your toes under. Walk your hands back to your knees. That will help you lift your knees off the floor. We come into a squat pose. Press your heels down to start to straighten your legs. So you're in a forward fold. You feel the back of your hamstring stretch. Bend your knees nice and deep to bring your palms all the way flat onto the floor. Heels lift up. So you're back into your squat shape. Walk your hands forward to lower your knees back down to your blanket. And stretch your arms forward to come back to child's pose. So we'll take that flow one more time. Hands walk back to your knees. Lift your knees off the mat. Press your heels down to straighten your legs. Feel your hamstring stretch. Bend your knees to put your palms back firmly on your mat, back to your squat. And lower your knees down, stretch your arms forward, child's pose. Press yourself up to your tabletop, all fours. Stretch your right leg long back behind you. Bend your knee so your heel is close to your glutes. Take your knee out to the side, open up your hip like a dog peeing on a fire hydrant. And then step the right foot forward on the outside of your right hand. So we'll reverse that. Lift your foot out to the side so that your knee lifts right in line with your hip. Heel squeezes into your glutes first. Then straighten your leg long. One more time, squeeze your heel in. Open your knee out to the side. Big step forward with the right foot outside of right hand. And then reverse. Lift your knee, lift your foot in line with your hip. Sweep the knee back behind you to squeeze your heel into your glute. Straighten the right leg. Bend your knee in. Or bend your knee to squeeze your heel in. Open the knee out to side. Big step forward. This time your foot's going to hang out there. Press into the right foot to lift both arms up high towards the ceiling for your high lunge, low lunge. Bring your right hand to the back of the left as you exhale. Lower both hands down to the top of your knee. And then shift. Press your hips forward. Feel a deeper stretch in your hips. Grab onto your thigh, give that thigh a hug. Hold here for a breath. And bring both hands down to the mat. Tuck your left toes under to lift the left knee up in space. You'll be in a low lunge, runner's lunge. Then take a big step forward with your left foot so it's on the outside of left hand. Bend both knees nice and deep. Sit down into a squat. So we're here in our squat. If you can, get your heels all the way on the ground. Hands come back down to the mat or to the floor. I'm just going to turn back to my side so right foot stays forward. Left leg stretches back the same way we got into this pose. Lower your left knee down. Bring your right knee back. Back to tabletop, all fours position. Tuck your toes under. Walk your hands back to your knees. Lift your knees up off the mat for your full moon shape. Your squatting lunge. Your squat. Straighten your legs, press your heels down, feel the backs of your hamstring stretch. Bend your knees to put your hands completely flat on the floor. Walk your hands forward to lower your knees, arms stretched long in front of you. One more time like that, walking your hands back to your knees. That will help you lift your knees off the mat, coming into your squat. Press your heels down, straighten your legs, forward fold. And exhale, gently lower down, bending your knees, palms on the floor to lower your knees, and exhale to stretch your arms forward. Press into your palms to lift your chest up, untuck the toes, hands move back so that they're under your shoulders. Give your feet a little tap onto the floor. Left leg straightens long back behind you. Squeeze that left heel into your glutes. Take your left knee out to the side so it's nice in line with your hip. You'll feel your hip muscles working here. It looks like it's kind of easy. We see dogs do this all the time, but you really have to work outer hip muscles to get the knee up there. Then step your foot forward so it's on the outside of left hand. Then reverse, kick your foot out to the side to lift your knee back in line with your hip. Bring the knee back straight and squeeze your heel into your glutes muscles. Stretch the leg long. Bend your knee, squeeze your heel in. Feel the hamstring muscles fire up on the back of the leg. Sweep that knee out to the side, fire hydrant pose. Then step your foot forward, outside of left hand. We reverse it last time to sweep, kick that foot out to the side, knee in line with your hip. Bring your knee back to center to squeeze your heel into your glutes. Stretch the left leg long. Squeeze your heel in. Sweep the knee out to the side, fire hydrant. Step the foot forward outside of left hand. Press into your foot, press into your knee to lift both arms up high towards the ceiling for your lunge. Left palm on the back of the right. Exhale, lower both hands down to left knee. And shift your hips forward so you get a deeper lunge, deeper stretch. Grab onto your left thigh, give yourself a little hug. And exhale, bring both hands down on the inside of left foot. Tuck your right toes under to lift the right knee up. Big step forward with the right foot so it's on the outside of your right hand. Both knees are bent. And then you bend them even more to come into a squat pose. Both palms can be together at the center of your chest, or you can have your hands on the floor if you need some support. I'm just going to turn back to my side so left foot stays forward. Right leg is going to stretch back to your lunge. Gently lower your right knee down. Sweep the left foot out to the side, left knee in line with your hip. Bring the knee back to center, squeeze it into your heel, into your glutes. Straighten the left leg long. And then bend it again to put it back onto your towel or your blanket. Bring your toes together and knees wide. Send your hips back to your heels, stretch long. And then when you're ready, press up into your palms to lift yourself back up. And make your way onto your backs, hugging both knees into your chest. Give yourself a little rock left and right, side to side. Keep rocking for a moment. I just want to double check our time. All right. From here, place both feet onto the mat. I'm going to start on the right side. Hug your right knee into your chest. Circle out your right ankle. Twist in the ankle clockwise, counterclockwise. Spread your toes, scrunch them wide. Grab onto the back of the right thigh. Bend and straighten the right thigh. And then keep a bend into your right knee. You'll cross the right ankle over the left knee so your legs make a figure 4 shape. Take your right palm and press it into your right thigh so you press your thigh and your knee away from you towards the left foot. Keep your legs exactly as they are. The only thing you're going to do is twist to the side. So right foot is on the floor, right knee points up to the ceiling, the side of the left leg just hanging out, resting on its side. Your arms can be straight like a capital T. You can bend your elbows so your arms look like a goal post in football where they score. Put your arms wherever they feel comfortable. This is all about the hips and stretching the lower legs. You're going to lift yourself back up. Uncrossing right ankle. Hug both knees into your chest one more time. Circle out both ankles while they're in the air. Circling one ankle to the right and one to the left. So your feet make sweeping circles. And then release the hold onto your shins and let your knees fall left and right, side to side. So you make those same windshield wiper shapes that you made with your feet, with your knees. And you might feel this movement all in your back. Especially the low back area. And come back to center both feet back onto the ground. Hug your left knee into your chest. While the left foot is in the air, give that foot some circles, clockwise, counterclockwise. And then grab onto the back of the left leg so you can bend and straighten the left knee. Keep a bend into the left knee to cross left ankle over your right knee so your legs are back into that figure 4 shape. Left palm presses into the left thigh to press that thigh away from you. When you do that, you might feel a deeper stretch on the outside of left hip. Your legs stay the same. Just gonna scooch over and you just let them fall over to the right. So outside of right leg rests completely flat. Left foot is on the floor and your left knee points up to the ceiling. Arms are wide like a capital T, or maybe both elbows are bent like a U shape, like a goalpost shape. Or maybe you have your hands closer to your body, resting somewhere on your belly or your chest. And then we're going to roll back onto our backs. Uncross your left ankle. Hug both knees in once again. Give your feet those windshield wipers, swishes, sweeps, swirls, twists, rotations, whatever you want to call it, twisting at your ankles, circling out your feet. Then release your shins, let your knees fall left and right, side to side, windshield wiper. Come all the way back to center, both feet flat onto the mat. Resting one palm on your belly, one palm on your chest. Take a few breaths here. So you have the option to close out your practice just like this, hanging out in this shape. Or if you like to come up and have a seat,